just an idea.
That's just, yeah,
Response.
something.
You want to say something?
Yeah, but we say it.
Okay, here.
Okay, I heard Eddie say.
Oh, you're not finished? Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
We say nuclear energy is the second safest after energy. In big accidents, just 27 people died. It's less than the percentage of people who have died because of other things.
And also I hear you say that people have to leave the house, but during the big accident isn't true because people still living there because they say it's safe and they have good health.
Okay, so I heard Eddie say like she only was talking about friends. She only was talk. We know like friends have powerful in nuclear energy, and we know also like many terrorists want to have the control our friends because they want to have the nuclear energy. They want to make with that like power. That's all.
Okay.
Okay, so as you said, people had to leave their house, but they are still there, right? So they are still there because they want to take the risk of living there because their property is not there, so they want to go back there and continue their life there. So it doesn't matter if the lands are contaminated, but the consequence of living there is their land are contaminated with radiation, and like all the foods that are growing in their land is contaminated by radiation. So how can you, for example, you're going to make a product of milk. So where does the milk come from? It's from cow, right? And what does the cow eat? The grass. And the grass is contaminated with radiation. So it's up to people if they want to live it there because they want to take the risk. And they want to live there because their properties are there. And also, you say that it is not expensive. Yes, it is expensive, but it can be cheaper when the time pass by. But how can you guarantee that there are not accidents going to happen? What if there's accident that happen, and how can you pay for the life of the people that's going to be affected?
Okay. So that is up the left. Okay, let's give them some applause, please. No. We don't have time to respond more. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. That was amazing. I want to have you guys stay here for a second. We're gonna vote. We're gonna vote here. This is team number 1. So write down team number 1 if you think they are the winners. Team number 1. Team number 2. Write down team number 2 if you think they are the winners.
Pongan el uno, le voy a dar esto.
The number 1 or the number 2? This is team number 1. This is team number 2.
Es que ustedes no dijeron nada, no me
costó $15.
Okay. It's difficult to go first. Thank you guys for going first. It's much easier to be the second group, so I appreciate you guys going first. So, yes. Yes, thank you. Okay. So, we can move, you guys can move to the table on the outside, and you guys can move to the table on the inside, please.
No sé, mister, igual you don't know.
So, if you think it's a tie, like equal, you're looking right equal. Yeah.
Vete al que la corra más.
Para que me vean.
3, 4. Okay. Out of 6 votes, we have 2 votes for number 2, team number 2, 4 votes for team number 1. The team number 1 that was sitting here just voted the winner. Okay, all right. So, we're going to go ahead to the next group. So, we're going to go ahead to the next group. Group on the outside. Does everyone have the white paper on the outside? So we should be on part number 2, on the page number 2. So write down every time, this is team, let's say this is team number, let's just say this is team number 3. Team number 3 is here. And this is team number 4. So let's say team number 4. Team number 3 is here. 3 is here, and 4 is here. So when you hear them using claims and evidence, for team number 3, put them up here. When you hear them using claims and evidence, write down here for team number 4. Okay, so everyone should be ready to still go with their groups. We need to go a little bit faster, but I think it will be easier to go faster than next time. Yes, questions? Yes. Oh, yes. No. Okay, I'm going to give you the paper. Okay. So this is team number 3, this is team number 4. Okay. So remember, on the outside group, just no talking during the debate, and make sure you keep your phones and your music away. Okay, ready? And team number 3, you guys can start, please.
The Canadian science broadcaster and environmental activist David Suzuki once said, "Truth is, as most of us know, that global warming is real and humans are major contributors, mainly because we wastefully burn fossil fuels." Today we are debating the resolution that world should use more nuclear energy to solve the world warming crisis, because nuclear energy is not very dangerous and is better than other sources of energy.
Global change is art giving a heart. Every year is reflected by the revolution made by the heat of coal, oil, and gas. Global change is the outcome volume in the world because the CO2 is a out in the world. Because yet many countries have come together to discuss solution that impact of the global climate change. One of the solution is for countries to start using energy that solution and starting with more responsible and energy. Start from with fossil again and less for energy. So start of responsible energy equal signaling line. Geothermal energy is conserved when it will not produce greenhouse gas. Some good energy include heat from solar, wind, ocean, and geothermal resources.
We believe that nuclear energy is now very dangerous compared to other sources of energy. In the next minute, we will provide 2 different claims with the evidence to support our position. To begin, nuclear energy should not be considered dangerous because nuclear energy is the one that produces less carbon dioxide. For example, based on these global energy sources, nuclear energy reduces 0.01 to 0.05 terawatt-hour. While coal produces 1.4 to 3.6 As you can clearly see from our example, nuclear energy is the safest way of energy to the environment.
Finally, nuclear energy should not be considered dangerous because the use of coal to produce electricity is more dangerous than the nuclear energy. For example, in the movie Pandora that we saw in Mr. Post class, the narrator says that approximately 4 million people died around the world for the use of coal. While if we're using nuclear energy, people only will die by an accident, and the number of death is minimum.
So today we are debating this resolution that the world should not use more nuclear energy to solve the global warming because nuclear energy is very dangerous.
Global climate change is when the weather change around the world. It is caused by greenhouse gas. Global climate change is a problem for all living things in the world because more and more species die, and it is causing more destruction in our environment. In recent years, many countries have come together to discuss a possible solution that could reduce the impact of global change. One of the proposed solutions is for countries to stop using energy that create pollution and to start using more clear energy is considered renewable. If you can create a new one and use it again, can be used over and over again. Energy is what makes matter do work. It made of with it can never be created or destroyed. Energy is constantly transforming. Nuclear energy is form of potential energy that is stored in the forces that hold the nucleus of the atom together. Scientists have developed nuclear reactor technology to release nuclear energy and convert it into electrical that we use to power our homes. Our team believes that today's debate should focus on how dangerous the nuclear, what other energy could be other use. Energy is in because their mind is surface of nuclear energy that affect our world. In debating the resolution that the world should use more nuclear energy, our goal is to learn more about the bad cause and affect nuclear energy to our world and to contribute to the world discussion about nuclear energy.
First, nuclear energy is very dangerous because it can cause death to a lot of people due to radiation and range of illnesses. For instance, as you know, during the Chernobyl accident, there were over 2,397,863 people who were registered to get extra help related on the Chernobyl accident. One of the causes there was the range of illnesses to the children. For example, there is a 10-year-old girl named Basilia. Her dream is to be a singer, but she wasn't able to get it because of the illness that she got from the Chernobyl accident. So if we have like all the radiation from the Chernobyl, this is just an example, but if this happened to like another power plant that explode, then how can the kids pursue their dreams and continue their dreams if they have the radiation from the power plant? Then they won't be able to have their dreams come true. Technically, Basilia is not the only one who had this this kind of like that affect her from the Chernobyl accident, but there are other a lot of children that wants to have their dream come true, but they were not able to have it because of the cause and the effect of the Chernobyl accident. As you can clearly see from our example, once the nuclear power plant explodes, a huge destruction can cause the whole country. But not just one country, but other countries can be affected too by spreading from the nuclear accidents that's from the power plant.
So then nuclear energy is really dangerous because this can cause the accident. So for instance, in 2011, something terrible this happened in Fukushima in Japan. It's a huge earthquake shoot the ground and knocked out the building. So so a nuclear plant was hit and radiation began leaking out. So the land nearby was poisoned. So people have to leave their home. So you know something like this could happen here. And so if the earthquake come from the nuclear energy, so what the government will do with this situation? Okay, and as you can clearly see from our example, nuclear energy can cause many people's life. And if that happens, who will going to take a responsibility for this situation?
And nuclear energy is dangerous because it can cause war. For example, some crazy person can make a nuclear bomb and drop it in a country or in a power plant and make it explode. So like here, if someone drop a nuclear bomb on a nuclear power plant, then all the country is going to explode because there is a lot of nuclear power plants. So so the question is, what can the government do to stop if there is a terrorist attack?
Okay, great. We're going to have 2 minutes for open conversation. Anything you heard, if you want to respond, you want to reply to the other group, anyone can talk. It's just normal conversation now for 2 minutes.
So I heard that you guys said that nuclear energy is not very dangerous because it produces less carbon dioxide. But you said that coal is the one that causes a lot of carbon dioxide greenhouse gases, right, and kill many people. But we can't. But coal is not the only problem that's causing greenhouse gases. We can use other energy too, source of energy such as wind energy or solar energy. And as we all know, we know that the number one source of energy is wind, right? And the second is nuclear, and the third one is solar. Coal is not the only one that we can use to give us energy, but we could also use other source of energy.
So you say that we can use another source of energy, but these sources don't reproduce enough energy for all the work because we use a lot of energy, and nuclear energy is the one that produces the most energy. And people is using energy, more energy every year, so we need a lot of energy.
So what is gonna happen if the power plant is explode and this can cause anything like disease or something like that?
So it's not for sure like an accident is gonna happen, but if an accident happens, we know based on the Google stuff that the worst thing that can happen is 47 people die, and not even mutation happens, so it's not a big thing like global warming. So the things that we're using that cause global warming is worse.
So what is gonna happen if for some people, like crazy people, use the nuclear energy to create the weapon, the bad weapon, for example, if they make the atomic bomb and drop in San Francisco, like who's gonna protect that? The government gonna respond with that thing? Is it gonna protect our city?
But each country has their own atomic bomb, so the other countries will not be like stupid to drop to atomic bombs to United States because they know the United States have a lot of power.
We don't know that it's gonna happen because we have a lot of enemies like European or something like that. They can do that too.
But United States have a lot of friends. They know if some country attack United States, other countries will help United States.
But what is gonna happen if they do it and a lot of people die already? So who gonna respond?
And there's gonna be nothing to solve the lives of all the people.
Yeah.
That,
You cannot pay with the money with that person, like,
I know, but where we can get the energy if it's not from nuclear energy?
Which one is more important, having the energy or the risk people's death? So we have learned, we have heard a lot of in the news that there was some terrorism attack. It is possible that it can happen because some crazy, as Carlos said, some crazy people can make it. Like for example, there's a terrorism attack in France.
Yeah.
We were not gonna know if, even we know that United States has a lot of friends, and maybe probably it's not possible that someone would attack the United States. We're not pretty sure, no, because what if they attack it, the terrorism attack? We won't find out who did it, right? Because it's very hard to know.
So that's a good example because, like as he say in France, and we know that in France they use a lot of nuclear energy, but if like some people want to kill a lot of people in France, so they can drop or something, they can attack in the nuclear time, so that it can explode and a lot of people in France can die.
So as the person is saying, that's just a possibility. It's not something that's already happening. With global change, this is something that is happening right now and it's getting worse.
It's good
so
to happen in the
like,
future.
well, it's gonna be worse, the problem that we're having right now. And the thing that you're talking about is just a possibility. It's not something that for sure, like they say we're gonna do it. It's just like, making up this. And if we don't stop climate change right now, it's just gonna get worse.
But we're not people gonna die first.
People are dying already because of climate change.
Okay, this is a good conversation. I don't want to stop, but this is good. This is good. This is really good. But we want to talk also about the next part. I know we don't have a lot of time, but if we can hear a little bit of your reasons from each side about, so we talked a lot about is it dangerous or not dangerous. Let's hear a little bit about the other ideas about nuclear energy compared to other energy sources, a better source of energy than other sources. So if you can, we can have quickly the team 1 response for part 2. We're talking about part 2 now. Is it better than other source of energy? We can hear from team 1 or team 3, and then we'll go to team 4.
So we believe that nuclear energy is better than other sources of energy. In the next minute, we will prove 2 different claims with evidence to support our position. So first, nuclear energy is a better source of energy because nuclear energy is the type of energy that produces the most electricity in the world. So as we can see here, I think you guys have to see that. But nuclear energy is like the number 1 and produces the most energy. And as we say in our conversation that we had before, the world is already using a lot of energy, and this amount is increasing every year. So, for example, the total world electricity consumed in 2012 was 20,200. Terawatt was
Yeah, terawatt hours.
Geothermal or potential supply is 700, while nuclear war potential supply is 61 million. So as you can clearly see from our example, the world is already using a lot of energy. And we need something that's going to provide enough energy for the next years.
Can we actually go to team number 2, just so we don't lose time? Team number 2, your claim number 1 about this part. Sorry, team number 4 over here. Sorry.
Okay, so to begin, nuclear energy is not better than other sources because it is very expensive, but solar and energy are also one of the sources that we can use, which are not that expensive. And to illustrate, the nuclear power plants are very expensive because under the construction in the U.S., it costs like from $8 billion to $9 billion or more. Not only it is expensive for construction, but it is also expensive when for safety shutdown, which is necessary that can happen, right? And this example supports my argument because nuclear power businesses, we should know that nuclear power businesses did borrow from the government in order to fund the cost of construction and technology for the power plant.
Okay, we're going to stop there. I want to say a few things. I really liked the way that Stephanie pointed to the paper to use the table, and Jason earlier used the photo to show, and Carlos used this map. I think that was really good, the way you guys used the evidence to show the other team. Also, I really like the eye contact from a lot of people. Rika, Princess, Jason, Elise, Ricardo, Willow, really especially used like really strong eye contact when they were trying to explain their ideas. I want the outside group to give a quick vote. This is team number 3. This is team number 4. Team number 3.
Shoggy?
I'm sorry, we did not have enough time. So put all your papers in the folder.
I didn't even finish.
In both of the folders.
I didn't even start like.
Well, Mr. Schumacher. You can. This is team number 3. This is team number 4. You're just writing down who do you think won the debate, team number 3 or team number 4 on this paper. And so talk to your workers with team number 4. Team number 3. Did everyone else give you the vote?
Mi mamá tiene, cada año tiene que pagar
Team number 3.
Hey, Ricardo, hey, mister. What about the water?
And team number 3 is the winner. This team over here is the winner here. Nice job, everyone. Really good job.
What about the folder?
Yeah, you can give the folder to me. Yeah, if we can put it in the folder also.
You know you're a fire girl. I know. That was like fire. Firelight.
Awesome, thank you. And I can take a folder.
They
Thank you
have
very
a
much.
job and
Do we
get
keep
fired.
all this?
Nice job.
No.
Yeah.
Mr. Next time?
I will take that folder, yeah, thank you. Perfect, perfect. Thank you very much. I can take that. Can you give me that folder? You have it? Yeah. Is, oh yeah, as part of this in your group, is this? This one, yeah.
That's chemistry and
Yeah, it can be mixed together, that's fine. Yeah. Awesome. Nice job. Alright. Good, good, good. We had not enough time. For any of it.
Yes, we
Yeah.
are. Oh, yes.